Hi everyone. I'm here to talk about something that I mentioned in the last video, I think. When I'm feeling stressed out or kind of overwhelmed with things, I tend to read the same books that I've read before. Sometimes, like Little Women, I've read a bazillion times. Just like it. And for some reason, reading a book over again makes me feel better. And it's okay. I don't have to read something new or educational. It just makes me feel better, and that's okay. The other thing that really makes me feel better is casting on. Casting on with abandon. Not even making myself finish something before I cast on something new. And just casting on because I want to cast on. And that's what I did last week. Or was it the week before? I don't know. I cast on a ton of things. So I just wanted to kind of go through all of that. And if you look at the link below, down there, I'm going to link to the blog post, and the blog post is going to have all of these things in it. And it'll link to all the patterns in case there's something that you like. So let's get to it. There's a lot. The last thing that I cast on was for this. It's another Less is More sweater, and I've gone past the sleeves, and I don't know, it always looks so wonky and wrinkly and everything, but I'm in the solid blue section. I'm decreased the length of my solid sections just by a tiny bit so that I'll still have a long sweater, but I'll be able to fit 5 colors instead of 4. So you can see these are the first 3 colors. That's the 4th color, which is Merlot. These are all spunky eclectic yarns. That'll be linked down below too. And then this is Teeny Bikini. So, boop. And this one's fun because it keeps me going just because it's, fun colors. Yeah, this is my big basket of joy, my big basket of cast-ons. I sort of cleaned it out and then put everything in it. There's probably a layer right here down at the bottom that's yarns that didn't get cast on but could at any moment, depending on how I feel. So that's the Less is More that I'm working on. And this yarn is old hand spun from an old discontinued thing, and I didn't cast on very far on this. Mostly I was casting on at night, knitting for a while, and then the next night I'd do something else. So this is the Pop Crop from Amba O'Brien, and I have liked it so far, but I ended up casting on for that Less is More, and the colors are working for me. So I've been going with that more than anything, but I really still love this. This is just, some nice hand spun from way back. Let's see, this is the, I'm probably saying it wrong, the Siki shawl. Sorry about that. It's by Dawn Henderson, and this is a fun knit. It's going to take me a while because, I knit really fast in stockinette, but any other stitches, it does take me a little bit longer. And so this is a twisted rib, and it's really pretty. Very simple, very easy. This is going to be a great shawl, and I really do want this one. I do want to finish it. So part of my cast on thing is when I do this, I have in my mind, I don't have to finish anything if I don't want to. Yarn is good. It can be ripped back out. So, and in fact, there's one that already got ripped out. So, no pressure. But I really would like to finish this one at some point. I don't have any neutral scarves. Everything is really bright in my scarves. My clothing is usually more neutral. I wear a lot of black and dark colors. And so I make a lot of bright scarves, but sometimes I have bright clothing and no scarf to match it. So that's what this is going to go for. This is going to be something that is a neutral for that time or two during the winter that I want a neutral. And so since I mentioned that I ripped something out already, that was this. This is the Sari Beret. And I liked it. It was cute. But the sizing, it was coming out too big. I have a tiny noggin. And sometimes I don't worry about making a hat if it's going to be big or small because the rest of my family have larger heads. Nobody will wear this color. So I ripped it. I didn't even start it again yet. I can start it with less stitches. I'm into the other things. And that's where we're going right now because we're trying not to be like overstressed. And sometimes when we get all stuck into our rules for ourselves, that's when I sit there and I don't knit. If I have this rule of I've got to finish this before I can cast on anything else, sometimes when I do that to myself, I don't even finish it because I just sit there and stare off into space because it's not what I want to work on. So we're not into the rules right now. I'm going to cast things on and rip out if I need to. No big deal. Yarn is resilient. So there's that one. I'll cast on something later. This is Better Life. This is the yarn and fiber colorway that I created for charity. Colorway for a Cause. I'll link that in the blog post as well. And this is the Ripple Bralette. Whoop. Let's see. So, I haven't gotten too far in it. But it is crazy stretchy. Really cool. I kind of can't wait to see how this comes out. And it's, you know, in that crazy greeny, limey, yellowy color that I've really been into lately. Next, and these aren't in order of how I cast them on or anything. These are next in order of how I laid them out on the table. This is the Bubble Slouch. Bubble Wrap Slouch, sorry. And I did an extra increase row, so it would be a little extra slouchy. I know I'm going to run out of yarn at some point, and I only had one of these on the shelf, so I am probably going to do gray for the rest of it. Maybe. So, that is the Bubble Wrap Slouch. And another crochet project, also by Tony Lipsy, is the Sandbar Cardi, and this is the back of it. So there's the back and two fronts, and it's a really long, short sleeve crochet cardigan. And I'm all into this. I'm not sure about the color though. I think the color works for me. Not sure how it'll, well, it matches this. It'll probably match a bunch of my stuff, so probably shouldn't worry about the color. You know, I started out, this was like the thing that I really wanted. This was going to be, I think the Less is More, or the Pop Crop, is going to be my Rhinebeck sweater. This is going to be the backup and the Ripple Bralette backup, because, you know, you got to have extras. Backup in case it's hot at Rhinebeck, because Rhinebeck, it seems to either be snowing and freeze your butt off cold, oh my gosh, I didn't bring 2 winter jackets cold, or it's, holy cow, I need my shorts and tank top, and this is too hot. So, this is made out of cotton, and the Ripple Bralette is obviously not very much to it. So I thought both of those would be good alternatives in case it's hot. And the Less is More and the Pop Crop, good if it's going to be cold. And I remember one year it was so cold, I was very glad to have had my winter jacket thrown into the truck, because I ended up needing that, and a hat and a scarf and mittens, and the scarf was up over my face. It was cold. Cold. Perfect weather for wool. But, you know, so got a couple here that aren't, you know, for warm weather, and a couple that are. Covering all my bases. And I know it's looking kind of full, probably because there's that bunch down there. I have, let's see, I have a mohair thing that I wanted to cast on for, but I hadn't found the pattern I wanted, so that one didn't get cast on. I have the yarn, but not the pattern. I have something for a fade shawl, some hand spun for that, and another hand spun for the lobster sweater. I can't remember the name, but I will get to all of those eventually. This is the last thing, or this was actually the first thing that I cast on in the Castonpalooza. This is a wide cowl. I mean, how awesome is that? Wide, huge. I am all about this, but I haven't been working on it a lot because it was the first thing I cast on, and then I cast on everything else, and that's what I did. So this is going to be great. This is an old hand spun that I did in a colorway called Thunderstorm. And Thunderstorm has been around since the first year we've been in business. So, what is that, 2001-ish? So about 18 years I've been making this colorway, and I still love it. So, that's it. If you want more information, links to patterns, information on the yarns that I'm using, pop down below and check out my links and everything in that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.